Welcome to my very first video postpartum after having a baby. This little guy. This is Owen. Say hi, Owen. He is the best, loudest, most dramatic baby I have ever seen, and I love it. He gets to wear a bib even though he's only 4 months because there's a constant stream of liquid coming out of his mouth, whether it be spit up or drool. It never stops, just like that, huh? And see, if we keep a bib on, we just wipe it up and we move on. So the last 4 months with Owen have been exciting. I've learned so much. I have never had so little sleep and been so tired in my life. You might also notice we have moved locations. See, more drool. We moved from Eastern Idaho to the Boise area, and it's been great. We live closer to some family now. There's so much to do. The weather's better. Mostly the weather's better. And we're super excited. Owen loves to stand. That's why he's up here with me right now. Even though he can't stand, he loves to be like elevated on his legs. And when he gets tired, he will let us know, So I really wanted to focus on the thing that I have been struggling with the most, other than like the sleep deprivation, the postpartum depression, anxiety, and just like the crushing weight of motherhood in today's society, but okay. And that has been my skin and my hair since I had Owen. Now, you'll notice I'm wearing a beanie. I don't tend to wear beanies in lots of my videos. That would be because I recently got my hair done and I hate it. So I've been hiding it with lots of beanies and buns and braids. Beanies, buns, braids. And, but that has nothing to do with postpartum. That's just why I've got the beanie on today. You may also be thinking, Kate, don't you usually wear more makeup for these videos? Yes, I do. But I will explain to you why my face hurts all the time right now. Yeah, because of you, sort of, inadvertently. And why I don't really wear a lot of makeup anymore. So let's get right into it. Let's start with hair, because hair is easier. Postpartum hair loss is a thing, and for someone like me who doesn't have thick hair to begin with, it's a struggle, like capital S, struggle. So the thing that I'm going to tell you the most, you're probably going to wash your hair a lot less than you ever have in your life. That's certainly true for me. Get yourself claw clips. Just do yourself a favor, get yourself some claw clips. I have these little ones, are great because A, I have thin hair, and second of all, I can just put up the top half of my hair, depending on how long it's been since I washed it. Oh, do you like that? Do you like that? And then I like these ones as opposed to like the long skinny ones because I think they're easier to just like use overall. But get yourself some claw clips because you're going to be washing your hair less because you have a tiny human that fully depends on you, and also because postpartum hair loss is a thing, and washing your hair more often, at least washing my hair more often, makes it so much worse. So as opposed to using like scrunchies or hair ties, these are like the least damaging option to what hair you have left after postpartum hair loss and after your tiny human has ripped it out with their tiny hands that cannot be opened with the strength of 1,000 men. That is a straight up fact. All right, the other thing I want to tackle is skin. My skin was actually not that bad while I was pregnant. Like, it wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. After I had Owen, it got substantially worse. So I finally, maybe a week or two ago, marched myself down to the dermatologist and I said, my skin's bad, help me fix it. And she said, okay. And because I am breastfeeding him, it does limit my options a touch on what I can do for my skin. Not a ton, but a touch. So I have a similar routine as to what I used to have. If you're like an OG follower and used to read my old blog posts, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I have a similar routine to what I used to have, and it is kicking my butt in a very similar way. So let me tell you what I do. Some of this is not prescription, it's just over the counter. So if you are struggling with acne postpartum, it's most likely due to your hormones. So it's not anything that you're doing per se. You just have to help your skin out with balancing the oils that are produced, balancing the oils, the dryness, the everything that is produced by the change in hormones that comes with postpartum and that comes with breastfeeding. So we are going to start with, this is the face wash I use now. This is what I use morning and night. You can use it. It does say on the back that if you get too much dryness, you can only use it once a day. I use it twice a day because we are trying to expedite this process here. Mama doesn't want bad skin because bad skin hurts. Like acne hurts. That is like 99.73% of the reason that I wanted to improve my skin is because it hurts when you have bad skin. Like whenever there's pimples popping up, they're sensitive and just, it hurts. So anyway, trying to expedite this process. Back to my point. I use this. This is the Acne Foaming Cream Cleanser. The biggest part of this is that it's a benzoyl peroxide based cleanser. And for some reason, the smell of it, some people hate it, but the smell of it reminds me of summer. I don't know why. No idea. It kind of smells like a pool, I guess. But anyway, so this is the face wash that I've been using. I started using this at the same time as some of these other things. I have that. I have the La Roche-Posay Ethiclar. Please correct me if I'm saying anything wrong, because I'm pretty sure that I mispronounced that. And with my luck, it like is something offensive in another language. But this is the adapalene gel. This is the 0.1% acne treatment. This is a topical retinoid, so do be careful with it. Talk to your doctor before you start using them. My doctor recommended a adapalene gel for me. So I use this and I put it in a thin layer over mostly just my cheeks and my forehead. I don't struggle too much with my chin. And then the last part, this is the only part that's a prescription for me, and this is the clindamycin phosphate lotion. It's different than the gel that I had that I used to use. It is like actually a lotion, and I did the same thing with this, take just a thin layer over my whole face. So those three products are the three that are fighting my acne and scarring for me right now. However, as my skin adjusts to these, it dries out. And the problem with the dryness is that it hurts. It hurts so bad. It hurts worse than almost anything else I have experienced on my face. It burns, it stings, it's just so painful. And I cannot even put into words how much it hurts when it's that dry. Like, I cannot use a different kind of cleanser on my face because the second it touches my skin, it just feels like my skin is on like an acid fire. It's so bad. So, now that I've complained enough, here's what I do to fight that. I have a handful of different things that I use depending on what time of day it is, and also depending on if I work or not, because if I work, then I will use something different because I have to be wearing a mask at work, and like I can't just like have my hair like pulled, I mean I could, but I don't want to, pulled back in like a headband, keeping everything away from my face because some of the stuff I use is really thick and ends up being a little sticky. So what I do to help fight it, mostly the dryness happens right here around my eyes and around my mouth right here. So thing number one that I do is at night, I will use just straight up Vaseline. This is technically store brand petroleum jelly, but it's the same thing. And I will put, because this is the only thing I can put on that will moisturize that doesn't burn my skin. Only thing that I can do. Because it hurts so bad. Do you like that? Yeah, this is stuff I used on your bum. I put this on, not this one, he has his own, but I put on his chin because he drools so much. It helps to not dry it out. And also, if you have a little boy, you also end up having to use this for lots of other things. So that's super fun. The other option that I use is this. This is from the brand Art Naturals. This is squalene oil, and it is for toned complexion, and it is a hydrating formula. It is straight up an oil. Like, let me prop him up at a different. Yeah, we're gonna prop you right there. Okay. If you look at the consistency of this, and we're just gonna. It's literally like a very thin oil, but it is super hydrating because of that. It is a really, really hydrating formula. And so I will use that. It does burn still. Oh, this is also a side note. The burning only lasts a few weeks and then my skin kind of adjusts. What is in my brow? It's weird. The burning only lasts a couple of weeks. It takes a little bit of time for my skin to adjust, but once it does, the burning sensation goes away. It's just 2 weeks of really, really rough times and I can't wear foundation, but my skin is doing pretty well. I've got this one kind of deeper scar over here, a few over here that are kind of discolored, and then my forehead is the part that's been struggling the most since I had Owen, but we're wearing hats and beanies, so that's what I do. Okay, so nighttime, what I love to do at night is this kind of 2 product combination, and that is, so that is the, I know this is like a little sample size, it's just the one I have right now. This is the TLC Frumbose, please tell me I'm saying that right, Glycolic Night Serum. I never thought mom brain was a thing, and I severely regret it because I'm pretty sure when I pushed Owen out, I also pushed out all of my common sense and knowledge of being a human. And then I also use the F Balm Electrolyte Water Facial. I have to pick Owen back up because he just loves using his little legs, even though he doesn't even really know how to stand yet. So he's got a little peek of his head. Those 2 things are super hydrating. This reminds me a lot of a mask that my roommate gave me at one point that I know you can get at Walmart. It's something donkey milk, and it comes in like a little brown pack, not brown, little gray package. If I can find it, I'll link it or whatever, but it feels and smells very similar. Yeah, do you like that? It's blue. This is blue. Yeah. So anyway, I really enjoy that. That's been a huge, whoops, you don't need to see that up close. That's been a huge help to my skin at night. So if you are struggling with postpartum acne, I would at the very, very least try out a benzoyl peroxide wash of some kind. This one from CeraVe is the best. CeraVe, however you want to say it, is tested on acne prone skin. So I would definitely try this if you're struggling with acne postpartum. And then talk to your dermatologist, talk to your doctor, talk to your OB about an adapalene gel and whether that's safe for you. If you're not breastfeeding, then that's not a concern and you're good. And I think that's just about it. This is my first video coming back with my little human here. I don't know what he's looking at. He's looking at the chair over there. So I plan on making more. If you want to see videos of like my birth story, or I want to make a video about how cloth diapering is going, because I don't know if you can see, he's got a cloth diaper on it, has little surfboards on it. So it's going pretty well. But I'll make a whole video about that. So lots more content coming up. We're just coming and going as we go. I just found out that I'm going to be starting classes again soon, and I work right now, so we're just putting along as well as we can. So thank you guys so much for watching. I know this is a short video, but I'm trying to do shorter videos, so thank you guys so much for watching. Do you want to say hi, Owen? So a super funny thing that I didn't realize about being a parent was that you'll come up with really funny names for your kids that don't make any sense. So like, this is Owen, his name's Owen Ronnie Simmons. But he, like, we call him Obo, or I call him Bobo. And how that came about was that it went from calling him Owen to Owie to Obo. And I was like, we can't call him Obo. That's like an instrument. He's gonna hate us for that later in life. But it kind of stuck because it's just like, it just rolls off the tongue. And it was Obo, and then it was Obes. And then one time I accidentally called him Bobes and Bobo. So it just stuck. So he's Bobo, and it works for me. I also call him Love Muffin. Huh, you're my love muffin. And I love y'all. You got droolies. Yeah. Oh, coolest baby on the block wearing his Hurley onesie, courtesy of Auntie Mandy. Huh. So, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching and for sticking around for my cute little ending. And hopefully we will see you guys again soon. Say bye-bye. I'm all the way down here, but bye-bye. Yeah. Look at this. Oh, I'm gonna pull up Maya. A Maya Knight, if you know who that is. Bonus points. Gush, 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 gush.